through prayer. It is the only way to soften our hearts. Set a guard over my mouth, Lord. Keep watch over the door of my lips. Do not let my heart be drawn to what is evil or harsh. In a world in which love has grown cold, a kindness that comes from the heart of God is one of the most helpful and healing things we can offer to others.
Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from Psalm 141, verses 1 through 3. I call to you, Lord, come quickly to me. Hear me when I call to you. May my prayer be set before you like incense. May the lifting up of my hands be like the evening sacrifice. Set a guard over my mouth, Lord. Keep watch over the door of my lips. That's today's scripture reading from Psalm 141, verses 1 through 3.
Let's pray. Forgive us, Lord, when we bring anger into a situation. Soften our hearts, then help us to use our words to encourage others. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
And now we pay homage to all of our armed forces of the United States of America: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard, and Space Force. I don't know exactly what they do, but they're getting the check. So I'm rolling with them. We'll be back. So if you are a member of either one of those fraternities, you have a right to be proud. Stand tall. Know that you played a part in history. We're still a free country. Only Democrats don't really take us over.
We're always ready for the call. We place our trust in Thee. Through howling gale and shot and shell to win our victory. Send bird horizons of pride, our pledge our motto too. We're always ready to or die. I constantly fight for you. On we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sky.
Okay, I know it's not early in the morning, but it's never too late or too early to remind ourselves that our freedom is not free.
And we die, starting a flame from under, up with one terrible roar. We live in faith, we're down in faith, for nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force.
And last but certainly not least, the United States Air Force. After all, this is an Air Force. This is an Air Force town.
To the shores of Tripoli, we will fight our country's battles in the air, on land and sea. First we fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor free. We are proud to claim the title of United States.
Army. All righty then. Good morning. Well, not
Sometimes.
Hey, okay, we can take that off now. We're done with that. Okay, we good with that. Anyway, good afternoon, everybody. Today is the day that I believe the city council is meeting. Talk to a couple of city councilmen that they'll be here sometime this week or next week. Also, the mayor's going to have his state of the city thing, whatever that's called. Now I would go, but I'm over here, and I guarantee I didn't heard it all before. I guarantee I'd have heard it all before. Okay. So, but it's nice that we play catch up, over there sometimes. Okay. Somebody on the phone already? Okay. Somebody is on the phone already. Okay. Okay. Let me see who this is. Good afternoon already.
Good job. Say good morning, good afternoon, free time.
Yeah, I know. I keep thinking it's morning. It's morning someplace. So what's on your mind? Oh, I lost him. Okay then. Okay, well, hey, listen, guys. 30 years of saying good morning. You don't get rid of it in 2 weeks. Okay, I'm working on it. I'm learning how to be. I'm learning how to be suave. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but anyway, the mayor's going to have his state. I believe it's going to be at 5 or 6 or something like that. The state of the city. I really don't know. I don't know how to categorize the state of the city. We haven't lost too many people this month already. Crime is always a way to take to get an impression of how our city is doing. But again, the mayor is not responsible for crime. So, but he is accountable to us because of it. But he's not responsible. He's not out there. Doing crime, and his kids are not doing crime and stuff like that. So my kids are not doing crime. So, but there are some people who are out there doing some crime. Hopefully we'll catch them all and put them in jail, because the governor has put up well, first of all, let me give you a number here, 398-8791. The governor, of course, has got a new 4,000 bed apparatus out there called a prison. Okay. And it doesn't take much to get a trip out there. Okay. I'm just saying. So it's coming. I mean, so let's be nice. We got so many people in jail now. We have family reunions in jail in Alabama. I mean, we just, hey, Dad, I ain't seen you in a while. Because I've been out there waiting on you. so I'm just saying, that's just the way it goes sometimes. Anyway, so what is on everybody's mind? I want to know. I want to know what the state of the state is, the state of Montgomery is. So anybody out there, I'm trying to. I got my top notch producer in here. I guess we can't. Because I couldn't do it on YouTube, because although they do have a YouTube thing. What we do is we'll get it and get it off and. Yeah. We can do that now? Okay, then. Well, put the number on there or something like that. Okay, I got my top dog here, the one that smarter than I am. I don't give people too much credit for being smarter than me, but he knows his business and he knows this stuff. And he brought somebody with him. No, are you gonna get on the mic?
Well, who I am.
Huh?
Soldier to soldier.
Soldier. Okay, that's good. That's good.
I always salute soldier.
Yeah, that's right. We salute soldier.
No, man, that's good to meet you. I mean, I've seen you and I've heard, that you finally got, because you're lost without this.
Yeah, I'm
your input.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are also lost.
Right. The city would shrink if I wasn't someplace on the air.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah, they would shrink. I mean, there's no doubt about it that we probably have to call the governor's office and get everybody on suicide watch.
You better believe that. By the way, is this Kay's last 2 years in office?
Yes, it is. I think she's her and Biden about the same age.
I think she's it'll be 10 years altogether.
Yeah,
been going.
Well, let's put it this way: she hasn't done anything to screw things up.
No.
But I am reminded that her and Biden had the same problem. They may be there, but I don't think they're running much of anything.
They're there, but they're not there.
You know, but I ain't mad at her though. But you know,
I just always wondered about Kay because I got an opportunity to meet her one time at the Union Station at the train shed.
Mhm.
We had a little, somewhat of a inauguration
Mhm.
pre-ceremony deal. And
Mhm.
let me tell you something.
Yeah.
This lady, it was now she was old. They changed Dexter Avenue to Bourbon Street when she took office. Because
Okay.
you know what I'm saying. But regardless,
yeah. Well, we all got issues though. We all got issues.
You know,
so I mean, you know.
she on a serious matter, she's smart, she's educated, she's
Mhm.
been in education for 30 years, and you know, she was with the AEA, but her biggest downfall was
Mhm.
Paul Hubbard. You know who that is.
Well, but Paul was just doing what Paul's supposed to do, take care of his people.
But he, oh my goodness, though.
I mean, him and Joe Reed, listen, you know what you know what people are mad at Paul Hubbard and Joe Reed about? Because they got in there, got that money, like we all wish we could get some.
He did.
Okay, so they take, and here's another thing. Paul Hubbard's job was not to worry about the children. Joe Reed's job was not to worry about the children. Their job was to worry about the people who teach the children.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not, you know, I don't got no problem with him getting the money. Get the money. Because if I wish I could get some, matter of fact, it was dark and here and the lights went out, I get some of your money.
Well, I more than likely have to give you a candle. But, you know, so we can either way. You're not going in the dark.
So I'm just saying, we you know, their job was to get the money. Sometimes we pick on people because they did better than us.
That's what it is. That's the extent of it. You know,
And Lord
Wow.
knows, I used to think I was important, but you know what they did the other day? Really, I thought I was really something.
Did you get struck down?
No, I went to my checking account.
That's even worse.
Yeah,
Were you humbled?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, extremely humble. As a matter of fact, couldn't even afford an Uber. What does Uber rides cost? Anybody know what Uber rides
Oh
cost?
my gosh!
But how much?
That initial, yeah.
Well, that's what it costs anyway to get in the cab, don't it?
Should government employees be able to make money from government contracts? For instance, the vice president owned Bechtel Corporation.
But he owned it before he
Got in.
now he should not be able to apply for any government
Yeah.
contracts. Pull that over there so I can see you and get
Do
it.
you know that's funny you say that, Kevin? Just because Halliburton with
Yeah.
Cheney.
Hey, I don't know why y'all picking on Halliburton all the time though.
Well, excuse me.
Yeah.
I got.
Okay, go ahead. Take care. Yeah. I mean, everybody picks on Halliburton like Halliburton doing something bad. They're making money. What's wrong with that? And what you got? What you got with the
Well, when I was down in Pass Christian, Mississippi, Bechtel was running a lot of the FEMA trailers, and
Okay.
it was owned by Dick Cheney, or partially owned by Dick Cheney. And I always felt like there was some sort of conflict of interest. How can you be a government employee and get government contracts?
Well, I guess you can get them indirectly,
That's right. Yeah,
you know. But I don't. Listen, don't be mad because you ain't figured it out yet.
I'm not mad.
I mean, they figured out how to get it.
That's true.
I'm not mad at them. As long as they don't cheat and steal, I don't have a problem. Lord, I wish I could figure out a way to get some government money. I get a little government money every month. Called
Would be
Social
nice.
Security.
Would be very nice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you wait till you hit 65, you can go down there and get some of that government money.
I think Uncle Duck, that was just in here, I think he's going to go ahead and get it early and accept this penalty. I think he is.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. But anyway, so we got the State of the City thing tonight.
I'm ready for that.
Are you going to go down there? Or are you?
I think me and you are going to do a little after show
Yeah, maybe.
live reaction.
Well, we might. Depends on how tired I am.
Yeah.
Because when you get a certain age, you got to go to sleep.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's-
you got to sleep. Yeah.
But it is going to be worth watching though. So
Okay.
it's a State of the City and a city council meeting.
Right. I believe City Council meeting starts at 4. I think it started already at 4 or 5. Yeah, I think it is. If you want to give us a call, see what's on your mind right now, you can do that by calling the phone 398-8791. Let's see who's on the phone. Good afternoon.
Is that Chaz?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, please get him off the radio.
Look here. He's my
Don't be racist.
yeah. he's my technical wizard here.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Don't be a player hater.
This is
now.
affirmative action.
Yeah, this is DEI at work.
Bye.
All right.
Yeah.
Why am I getting hated on?
I don't know.
What'd I do?
You didn't take his girlfriend or nothing, did you?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, that would put a piece of buzz. People might not like you for that. Before we get on to anything serious today, get your old-fashioned homemade camp stew.
Where?
Saturday, February the 1st at Coles Chapel Baptist Church at 4465 Cusada Ferry Road. That's right. From 11 o'clock till 3 o'clock. Now, I don't really know what camp stew is.
What?
I mean, I guess it's stew you take to camp with you. I mean, I don't know. What is it?
It's a roux based stew.
Roux?
Like a roux.
I know what a roux is, but
yes.
how you gonna make soup with a roux? That's how you make gravy.
It's a stew. It's good. It's good. It's real good.
Can you cook it?
Nah,
Can
I've
Mama
never
cook it?
tried. Most likely, but it's basically beef vegetable soup.
It's $8 a pint and $16 a quart. Is there any meat in it?
Should be for that. A rack of ribs.
I'm just saying. But anyway, if you like camp stew, you can get some Saturday, which is this coming Saturday, February the 1st, at Coles Chapel Baptist Church at 4465 Cusada Ferry Road in Montgomery. But it says Cusada Ferry Road in Montgomery.
And that's to benefit that church, or?
Yeah, I don't know who benefits. Help us make a difference. Every penny raised will go to benefit our sister, Miss Wanda Walls. I get Watts. I think that's the name. Okay, so it's for a good cause and outstanding. I've never had camp stew, so maybe somebody can call up here and tell me what it is. And do I get some? I mean, can I eat it with cornbread?
Oh yeah,
right.
Oh yeah.
Can you sop the cornbread down there like you do the greens and all that stuff?
It's
Okay, let me ask you a
thick.
question. Do you eat greens with your hand or a fork?
It just depends on if I got a fork that's clean.
Yeah. Okay.
But why? Why do you eat greens with?
Well, I believe in
fork?
sopping them up with your hand. Mushing the cornbread up in there and putting it all in there and then stick it all in your mouth and make your jaws pop out and
I don't think white people eat collard greens.
Okay then. Well, I think they do. Yeah, they probably cook them when black people cook them though, because we
I don't know. I've never.
I mean, we're a little bit better cooked.
I've never been to one of my family members' house and they've had collard greens. Now my grandmother,
right.
But her ethnicity is in question. God rest her soul.
Wait, how can all you can do is look at her?
Not necessarily, because I mean, by looking at you, you could be South Indian, you could be Arabian.
That's way south.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's way south. Okay. Although my grandfather was Cherokee.
Okay.
Part Cherokee. So in Mississippi, as a matter of fact, or whatever Indian thing is down there, that's what he was. He was part of that. Anyway, our numbers are, if you want to give us a call, it is 334-398-8791. You can text me if you need to, if you can't get in on the phone, because sometimes I'm busy. I don't know what I did with my phone, but it's, oh, that ain't my phone. Where's my other phone go? Oh, here's right here. 334-241-9998. 334-241-9998. So that's if you can. And somebody give us a see what's going on at the city council meeting. Step out and tell me what's going on down there. Call us on the phone, 398-8791. But also, I need to know when the state of the city speech happens, and we'll see if we can. Well, I think it's probably going to be at 6 o'clock or something like that. Anyway, let me get on to my main thing today. Now, your child goes to school.
Yes.
But not in Alabama.
No, sir.
Okay.
Used to, but
okay.
Now Georgia.
Yeah.
Much better schools.
The city is asking us to help. There's a search going on for a new superintendent, because we always got a search going on. It seems like every 2 years for a new superintendent. My suggestion, we have an assistant superintendent. And what I can't understand is why we cannot use her. Because it was like the police chief. They wanted to go get another police chief rather than use the police chief that was acting like the police chief.
Ramona was good.
Yeah, she was. I liked her.
Me too.
And I don't normally like women in high positions like that. Well, I don't. I just don't, because
Oh, no.
I think God made men to lead women, not to be led by women.
Oh,
Well, but that's just me. Now, somebody can disagree with me.
I knew the phone was about to ring in.
But that's just me. I'm not, I'm not telling people to think like I think. Good afternoon.
Sergeant Elkin,
Yes, sir. First Sergeant.
the city council meeting is over. They met briefly, and then they didn't dismiss or adjourn. They're going to reconvene Friday at 4:00.
Really?
So they just held a brief meeting to take care of some things that they needed to take care of, but they're going to reconvene Friday at 4. So they all are heading out to be a part of the mayor's State of the City address at the
And what time is that supposed to be?
1800. The doors open at 5,
Okay.
and they're going to have some kind of a fellowship at 5:30, but at 1800 is when the actual State of the City begins.
Okay. Now, are you going to be like our reporter there on scene? I mean, you're going to let us know what's going on?
Absolutely not. No, sir.
Listen,
No,
it's
It's going to be a live feed from WSFA. So
Okay.
you can watch it
Okay.
live.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we want a credible person like
yeah,
yourself.
but we want to get, because you will tell us the truth with no, like the preachers over you say, no chaser. Yeah,
Straight, no chase.
straight no chaser. I kind of like to get that, but that's okay. I'm not paying you yet.
You can get it without commentary
Right.
directly from the horse's mouth.
Okay.
WSFA will carry it live. You can watch it on the app.
Okay. Well, we'll do that. Well,
All right, my friend. I gave you a come-on check.
okay. Appreciate you. Okay. Combo checks are pretty good, I guess. All right. Let me get out of that right quick. Again, our numbers are 398-8791. What's that? Weather?
Weather?
If we ain't figured out what the weather is right now, I mean, seriously. But I'll go and see.
It feels good outside.
Okay, well, you go ahead and give the weather. Tell me what the weather is. Yeah.
I'm not a Rich Thomas, but let's
I know.
go.
We know that. Rich is good. Yeah. But we don't give no free plug here.
I'm a poor Thomas.
Yeah.
Let's see. Right now it's 56 degrees outside.
Yeah.
It's going to be a low of 40 tonight.
Okay. That's pretty good. That's good sleeping weather.
Tomorrow we got a high of 68 in January.
Really?
In
Tomorrow?
January, yeah, in January. And then Thursday we got a high of 73.
Okay. Now, let's not get too happy about this because we all know that the winds of change has not changed that much yet. So it is going to get back to where it is. I mean, at some point.
It looks like we're going to have some precipitation on
Yeah,
Friday.
precipitation. Mhm.
But the weather is going to stay warm all weekend long. And that is what's the call letters here?
Praise 96.5.
That's the Praise 96.5 weather
report. Okay, then. Now, the lessons of life, because every day I give you guys a thingamajigger. And thingamajigger means anything that I can see that I can't remember what to call it. So I'm calling it a thingamajigger. So the lessons of life today is this. When life gives you 100 reasons to break down and cry, show life that you have a million reasons to smile and laugh.
Amen.
Stay strong. You got this. Now keep going. Never, ever quit. Secondarily, I give you a word of the day because I'm trying to upgrade your vocabulary out there in Montgomery. So the word of the day is forfend. 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 It means to forbid, to ward off, to prevent, to protect, to preserve. So when you go to school tomorrow, you can tell your teacher, Mr. Johnson, we need to forfend against the bullies. Now, he won't know what you're talking about. He'll probably send you, the principal will often tell you, you shouldn't have cussed them out. But forfend. Tell them y'all need to protect us. And today I went by my son's high school.
Okay.
And had all these police cars up there, and sheriff department was up there, and everybody, I said, what's going on? What's going on? And they were showing the people about the careers. So it was nice to go there and not see anybody being carried out in handcuffs. Okay, so that was good. And I went up there to see if my son was outside last year. I rode by then, he was outside. But, getting a job that pays $51,000 a year is not bad.
Not bad.
Without a college degree. It's not bad at all.
That's to be a police officer?
Yeah. Now, I don't think you can carry a gun until you are 21 years old, I believe. But you can do things in the meantime to get that experience while you're doing it. Now, I'm trying to. He's not feeling me right now, though. On that one, he's not feeling. And I decided when he was born that I would not try to live my life through him, vicariously through him. Because I tried to talk him to going to being a paratrooper. Yeah, he don't want to play. He said he ain't rolling that way. So okay, you can't be like your dad. Dad can't be like the son. So yeah. So listen, did you have a great relationship with your dad?
That's a no, not really.
Well, I didn't either. I mean, I saw my dad one time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. You see yours more than once, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good,
I did.
Yeah, he gave me $1, 1965. Yeah, $1
in 1965.
In 1965. Now that quarter back in 65 was probably worth about $13 a day. But back in 65, I got all penny candy. So I went down to the store, got all penny candy, and came back to the neighborhood and the school the next day, gave everybody a piece.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
You are a sharer. Let's just give a shout out to all the parents out there doing their thing.
Doing their thing.
Waking up in the morning,
That's
cooking
the breakfast and all that things, And let's listen. I know churches, especially in this city, take a lot of heat because we think the church should solve all of our problems. But we should be able to go to and tell them all our problems.
Yeah.
But they cannot solve all of our problems. It is the people that go to church that are empowered as a group of people to solve our problems if they really want to. So we do, and I had to break a habit of saying them churches ain't doing nothing. Well, the truth of the matter is, most churches who do things don't go around bragging about it.
You don't hear about it, yeah.
But now there's a reason why they don't brag about it. Now you know what the reason is, right? Reason is, once you hear that Reverend John's church giving something away, everybody gonna beat feet over the Reverend John's church.
Yeah, but I couldn't be a pastor at one of these churches and ride by all these homeless people and just know that there's a warm church.
You could give everybody in this town that was poor money. You could to the extent that you go broke, and you still wouldn't get everybody. Okay. People, in my mind, okay, you have to want something. When the good Lord said, and I don't know where it's at in the good book because I'm not the bishop or nothing like that, but somewhere in there it said something about it told the rich people to leave the fruits on the ground for the poor people to come get them. So you have to put in the effort to change your situation. Okay, faith without works is dead. So the job is probably out there waiting for you. But not if you don't go get it. I mean, the good Lord's not going to bring the job to you, say, hey, right here, just sit right there on the couch, and this is my job. That ain't going to happen.
Speaking of DEI.
Yeah, DEI, yeah, I got you.
My question is, would someone want the job knowing that they have an advantage?
Well, somebody would.
The integrity of that person shouldn't allow them to take the job just
Right.
I'll just call it that, bad action towards certain folks, those states had to get a thing called pre-clearance before they could do other things,
Right.
other bad things.
Mhm.
All right, fine. That was 65. Fast forward to 2013. 2013, somebody thought like you seem to be thinking, an expiration date ought to be there. A lot of things have taken place. We no longer need to have laws like pre-clearance because everybody is now playing fair. So what happened in 2013, the ink was not dry on that order from the Supreme Court when they gutted Section 7 of the
Give me the handicap. Give me the alleged
Civil Rights Act.
Give me the alleged handicap.
Alabama,
that you think is there.
23 other states, 27 other states, I believe, started implementing new laws handicapping people in their access to the polls.
Give me the handicap. Give me the alleged handicap that you think is there.
All right, I'll give you one right here. You got to have a certain ID. You can't have polls open
what was going
any longer than those kind of things. Alabama just last year enacted a new law that makes it a felony for me to assist certain people in their efforts to vote. How can that be a felony?
And you don't need because what was going.
How can it be a felony if I'm standing in line for hours to try to vote and somebody brings me a piece of bread, somebody brings me a bottle of water?
Because if you want to eat before you come.
Come on,
and you don't need water at the bowling pool. You don't need bring your own bottle of water. That's not has nothing to do with voting.
You asked me a question.
Right.
And I'm trying to answer the question that you asked me. Give you an example of the plan.
That doesn't stop you from voting.
Here's what I'm saying, sir. When you do things like that, you're doing it in an effort to discourage me, the guy who's standing in line.
It's nonsensical.
Discourage me from standing in line while I'm hungry. While I am.
Then don't be hungry, man. To eat before you come.
Right. Well, I tell you what, if you are not going to listen,
but it's nonsensical.
He's been listening for 5 minutes.
We're not. None of that stops you from voting. If McDonald's
have a good day, Mr. Kendall.
All right, and that is the same bull hockey that they get people on. Nobody.
As soon as you challenge the position, he disconnects.
If McDonald's said we were going to give free quarter pounders away, all you have to do is get up here.
15% of the
you know how many? You know the line right now from poor folks would look like in front of McDonald's. Okay, I'm just saying. And now that we do have all these rights, 15% of our about 15% of the actual registered voters actually vote. So I'm not good. And we got to stop playing the perpetual victim for the rest of our lives.
What was his argument?
I don't know. The system is against a certain group of people. I'm not buying that. Richard Bailey is a renowned historian for the state of Alabama. And he told me something one day. He was on the show. He said, listen, anybody that's 50 years old or younger don't really care about race. I'm inclined.
Unless we
there's always exception to policy. I'm inclined to take that statement from him
good afternoon
as it is given. I don't think people 50 years old or less care about your race. Unless we keep bringing it up to them all of the time.
Well, this city's good at that. So.
Yeah, we are. Good afternoon.
Mayor Elkins.
Yes.
I want to kind of have a discussion about that last call.
Yes.
Because I think you really wasn't hearing what the gentleman was saying.
Definitely wasn't.
Whether you agree or disagree, I don't think you was hearing what he was saying. So if someone passed a law to be able to have certain rules around voting. Either it's going to advantage someone or disadvantage someone. If they thought that it was an advantage to get more people to vote, if I work at a plant and I've been working from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., polls don't close to 7:30
Again,
or 7 o'clock.
again,
And if I get there and it's 2 hours of waiting, which we've seen around the country,
Yeah.
and if there were people there to pass out water and chips, is that a
I
felony?
believe that the law reads
Again,
Before you go.
again,
Before you go, I
any
work 8
candidate
hours
on
from 8 to 5,
ballot.
and I want to
Because I did get
participate
water
Yeah.
the last time
in
I
my
Okay.
civic duty.
That's
Mhm.
the stuff they
And there
don't
were
want you to
people that
pass out.
passing out water and chips. Is that a felony?
I believe that the law
Well, why
reads
can't
it
Again,
can't have
I've seen-
advertisement of any candidate on the bottles.
Because I did get a water the last time I was.
Okay, that's the stuff they didn't want you to pass out.
Okay.
Okay, so but your argument was get something to eat before you vote.
But why can't you? Again, I've seen people.
I
Wait a minute.
for 8 hours
What's
from
wrong
8
with
to
bringing
5,
down
sir,
water?
and I just want to go. We've seen around the country where they say stay in line. Either party says don't get out of
Which means
line.
you got
Okay.
there
As long
by
as you're
car,
in line,
which
you
means
can
could've
vote.
brought some
Right.
water
Even
with
if the polls close at 7. But Kevin, what's wrong with giving people water or snacks?
Well, what's wrong with bringing your
I don't
own
think
water?
That's a felony,
No,
but
no.
but again,
But
I don't know
again,
how the
I've
law
been working from 8
reads.
to 5. I'm rushing
Yeah.
trying to get there. It'd be in the political process.
Which means you got there by car, which means you could have brought some water with you.
Let me ask you, would
See,
that
and that's what I'm thinking you're not hearing is that a felony?
No.
That's
Well,
what I'm
well, I don't
saying.
think that's a felony,
No,
but
no.
but again, I don't know how
And
the
that's
law
what the caller was
reads.
saying.
Yeah.
What the caller was saying is
Well, I voted
that is
at
intentional
I
to
voted at
discourage
62
me
and 65, and
from being
I
a part of
never
the
thought one.
Let me ask you, would that discourage you? Would that discourage you from voting?
About one time, I
If I was 62 or 60 years old, Kevin, and I haven't taken my medicine all day, and I'm standing in line for 2 hours,
Right.
yeah.
Well, I
can get out
voted
and
at
go home.
I voted at 62 and 65, and I never thought one time, and I stood in line. I never thought about one time I'll get in a bottle of water.
And that's some of the problems we have in this country is you say if I do it, any American should, and the laws are not set up around what you and I can do. See, so Kevin, you walked around every building in this city knocking on doors trying to get your computer company going.
That's
So
true.
you say if I do it, anybody could do it. And the laws, we shouldn't look at it from that. We should look at it as what is the average person. That's what they say. What is the common man? What is customer? So don't be. I guess my point is we're dismissive to say is that it is not
can
something
figure
that
out a way
discourages people.
to go
It is
vote.
not definitely something that's
Why
going
is
to
it that
encourage
black folks
person.
are
We can agree
Well,
with that.
can I
If
let
we
me
can't
see
do
if I
it,
can put
we
this
just can't do it
in a
because we need
way
water.
that is
We just can't do
level.
it. We can't do nothing.
Why
But
is
when
it
when
all
Roscoe
the
had
people that
the
come to
party out
America
there
right now
in the Fort
can
Deposit Bay,
figure out a
people
way
get down
to go
there.
vote to
I
do
see
that?
old
Why
people
is it
down
that
there,
black
young
folks
people
are
down there.
always
We make it
portrayed
where we
as
wanna
we
go.
can't do it? We just can't do it because we need water. We just can't do it. We can't do nothing. But when Roscoe had the party out there in the Fort Deposit thing, people make it down there. I've seen old people down there, young people down there. We make it where we want to go.
And I would ask you.
Well, let me ask you a question.
You got
Yes.
a good point. And I would ask you the same
If
question.
your vote
Why
and
is
my
it that
vote
the black folks in Congress
was a right,
have not raised holy
why
sand
the
about
voting
this?
right has to be reaffirmed every so many years? Why is not a permanent law?
And I would ask you.
Why-
And that's you make a good point. And I would ask you the same question. Why is it that the black folks in
What's
Congress
the roadblock?
have not raised holy
What's the
sand
roadblock?
about this?
I just don't get it. What's the roadblock?
But I'm just saying, you saying the African American vote is a vote that we don't take, but people are putting roadblocks to say that,
What's the roadblock? What's the roadblock?
Well, now I tell
I
you,
just don't get it. What's the roadblock?
Wait, anybody that can't read.
well, again,
My mother.
if somebody
was
wants to go out
born in
and
1934.
stand in line,
Yeah.
they say you can't even have no assistance. If this person is of age and they may not be able to read,
Do
you
you
can't
know
even
that
help
if
them
you're
understand the
older
ballot.
citizen, you get to come to
Well, now
the
I'll tell you what,
line?
anybody.
Your point-
Okay, wait. Anybody that can't read.
I just wanna put on that.
My mother was born in
From
1934.
what I understand.
Okay, 35,
Wait a minute,
134.
did your assistant say they'll help you? You know that's illegal?
Do you know that if you're an older citizen, you get to come to the front of the line?
Somebody
no, you
called
don't.
me and said they work for
No, you don't.
How much you want to put
I
on
was in
that?
line with senior citizens. Yeah.
From what I understand, the citizen, if you're an older citizen and you need help, you can come to the front of the line.
No.
Now,
but then again.
So where did you find that out? Because that's not publicized. So where did you find that out?
Somebody called me and said they work for the Attorney General's office.
Okay.
But let
me ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you think that's common knowledge?
No.
It may not be common knowledge.
But then again,
that's what I'm saying. But if I was 70 and I got there late and you telling me because I'm a senior citizen, which is above 65, that I got front of the line privileges, that I should be able to be escorted up to the front to vote. You think that's common knowledge, sir?
It may not be common knowledge, but that's what it was told to me. Now I'll verify it here in a little bit here to make sure that it's true.
And I guess that's the point you're making. You're bearing the lead. Things that will make folks more enticed to vote, it's not commonly known.
Yeah. Well, I will
because if you want to get more people to participate, you put it out that senior citizens don't have to wait 2 hours because their medication,
right?
Well, that's what they told me, and they said
that information should be readily known. Everybody that's 65 and above should know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I will. Let me verify. Let me verify that because that's what I was told from somebody who said who allegedly.
I never heard it.
Well, that's what they told me, and they said they were from. They said they work for the Attorney General's office.
Yeah.
So now you're not sure.
Well, I'm sure what they told me, but I'm not sure if what they told me is actually because you don't know. I mean, you know a lot of things, and you've never heard it, and I never heard it. I never heard of it until that day the guy told me.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
but they got to be doing their job.
I mean, my time is ticking, but the last thing I want to say is this. If we think that people are not intentional in this country trying to discourage people, Kevin, you know the president fired 140 something inspector generals. Now, you know how important inspector generals are.
I do.
There, right?
But they got to be doing their job.
Now,
they got to be doing their job.
But Kevin, hold on. The law says it takes 30 days notice to Congress before you do it.
You don't think that
there was no 30-day notification?
So
you broke the law.
Broke a plethora
of
laws.
So these are the gatekeepers that can watch. So now, if you fire everybody, you got 30 days to go rob any bank you want because you know there's nobody coming.
So you don't think that you don't think that the Biden administration broke a plethora of laws?
I'm telling you, Kevin, right now, they didn't suspend all government spending for 90 days to any.
So that's okay, and that's like the alcoholic who tells the drug addict that the drug addict is worse than the alcoholic because he ain't alcoholic.
Kevin, you know, this sounds like the audience. If I told you,
when the government told
my dog ran across water, you probably tell me my dog can't swim. You would not
guess what he did anyway.
I see the hypocrisy.
You're going to tell me my dog can't swim.
I hear the hypocrisy. I hear the hypocrisy.
No.
When the government told that son of a gun just got out of there that he couldn't forgive everybody's loans, but guess what he did anyway? He forgave people's loans. Yeah, you did.
I've broken your rule. I've talked over 4 minutes.
Yeah, you did.
But Kevin, there's nothing you find wrong with somebody firing all the attorney generals without.
I think when you're the president of the United States, he didn't do it because he wanted. He didn't do it for no reason.
Let me ask you one other question.
Yes, sir.
But here's
there's people that got Secret Service protection that was involved in the killing of an Iranian person. He removed their Secret Service protection. People that are given their life for this country, potentially, knowing their hits out on them.
I will admit to you that does bother me. But here's what I don't know, and here's what you don't know. We don't know what we don't know.
But what we do know is alarming.
Well, because we assume that what we know is true, that it's true. Well, we don't know.
Okay. But Tom Cotton, who's the senator, who's a Republican, who's a conservative, said that they have intel to say that the Iranians are trying to kill Pompeo and trying to kill John Bolton, trying to kill these people. And they had Secret Service protection. And because these people spoke against 47, removed their protection. Now that's Tom Cotton, who's a Republican senator.
And again,
he's over the intel committee.
And again, I don't know what I don't know. Did Tom Cotton?
My dog can walk on water. My dog can't swim. Is all I'm hearing.
Okay. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Anything I tell you.
But anything out of Washington D.C., I don't believe.
So
I just don't.
That's how. even though it's from Tom Cotton, the intel.
I don't care. They lied so much on Trump when he was in office 4 years ago. It's a shame the lies they told, and the intel community lied on that man.
No, I've got.
So I don't care nothing about what they say.
I haven't.
Tom Cotton is a Republican, sir.
What's that mean? They lied too.
That's gonna make other people.
Thanks for taking the call.
Yeah, I love you though. We'll be back.
Electia Love and her team of real estate professionals at Bell Oaks Properties pride themselves on helping families build generational wealth through home ownership. At Bell Oaks Properties, they foster top-tier knowledge, skills, and ensure they know the market as they work to get you the home of your dreams. Now, wouldn't you want to work with a real estate professional that cares about your family's ability to secure generational wealth? Go to their website, www.BEALOAKSproperties.com to start your home buying process today.
You get both great food and great prices every time you shop your Longley family of Associated Grocers, your Cloverland and Haynesville HEs. This week, fresh Boston butt roast whole, $1.99 a pound. Get fresh green candy, 69 cents a pound. Smoky Farm sausage patties, the 27-ounce box, $3.99. The 7-ounce banquet pies get 5 for $5. Fresh fried drumsticks in the family pack, $1.19 a pound. And USDA Select shoulder roast, the single pack, $5.99 a pound. For these and many unadvertised specials, visit Langley-Inc.com. That's Langley-Inc.com. We accept all major credit and debit cards, MoneyGram, money orders, and ATM machines available. And pay your major utilities and credit cards with the Bill Pay service at the Cloverland location. Turn your coins into cash at both locations. That's the Cloverland AG, Cloverland Shopping Center, Montgomery, and the Haynesville AG on Highway 21 South. Both open 7 to 6, 7 days a week. Price is good through January 28th. All items based on availability at suppliers.
Do you ever feel like your business is taken for granted when going to the big chain laundry and dry cleaning services? Tired of having to reintroduce yourself with every trip? Well, ditch those other companies who do not appreciate you and come on down to Cloverdale Laundry and Dry Cleaning, where you will not only be treated professionally, but will become part of the family where everyone knows your name and exactly how you like your clothes to be treated. Whether it's wash, dry, fold, dry cleaning, or large items needing special treatment, you can rest assured that the fine folks at Cloverdale Laundry and Dry Cleaning will have your clothes smelling and looking fresh and clean. Come meet the smiling faces of Cloverdale Laundry and Dry Cleaning Monday through Friday from 7 to 5 at 419 Cloverdale Road, or give them a ring at 334-241-9900. Again, that's Cloverdale Laundry and Dry Cleaning at 334-241-9900. And don't forget to check their Facebook for their daily deals and discounts.
Josh Johnson here. Our gradual warming trend continues. 41 the overnight low tonight. 66 on Wednesday. A mix of sun and clouds. Outside chance of a sprinkle. Most of us stay dry. Close to 70 by Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend. Upper 60s to near 70 degrees each afternoon. Lows in the 40s and 50s. The best rain chance shaping up for Friday into Friday night.
Decisions with Kevin Elkins on Praise 96.5 FM, WMGY.
Okay, we are back. Put it on whatever. We're back. Our number's here just in case you think you might want to call 398. I don't know how I got in that conversation. 398-8791. But, it does get monotonous to everybody swearing down their victim of something. Well, I ain't got no water. But I'm telling you, we can go out many places and see us. A couple weeks ago, they were selling tennis shoes at the thing on Fairview Avenue. 400 people were standing in the heat a couple months ago to get a pair of tennis shoes. Tennis shoes. Okay. We gotta, and I'm just going to say this, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, and that's fine. I'll take your calls. We can disagree. 398-8791. We lean on the past in this city because it makes some of us feel more relevant. It's almost like we want to have the fight when there's nobody fighting us. Okay. It seems that that's just the way relevance is in this city. I mean, we need a boogeyman.
Ooh.
Okay. We need a boogeyman.
Don't get nobody started now.
Good evening.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I trying to stay above the ground, not under the ground.
Good.
That's no. Look here, man.
Mm-hmm.
That Trump going crazy.
Okay.
You know people who have bills high, and they used to go up on Allen Street to that certain place, and they'll pay their bill for them.
Yeah.
They'll cut that out, man.
So everybody's got a checking account with a credit card or a debit card. Why pay somebody else so you can pay your bill? Because you're going to pay $3 for somebody to take your money to pay your bill.
Well, what I'm saying, if your light bill is $187 and you're not able to pay it, you can go up there and they'll pay it for you one time.
You talking about? Okay, are you talking about this? What's the name of that place on Adams Avenue where they would help you out? I think they've been losing money for a while. What's the name of that place? You talking about the place on Adams Avenue that Kirk Hatcher works for?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that place. You know, in my understanding, every time you go out there, they say they ain't got no money.
Well, you can't. They can't help you now.
Wait, what's the name of the place? What's the name of the place? Give me the name.
I don't know.
It's right there on. It's right there on.
Right down.
Church's Chicken. Yeah, right down from Church's Chicken. Well, okay, I'll figure out. Yeah, I've heard that, and I've heard. Now I don't know if Kirk is still there. My understanding.
I don't think so, but I know.
Yeah.
I know you got a light bill that high.
Yeah.
What you need to do is to go down there and pay half on it.
Yeah.
And then they'll give you a chance to pay the other half, you know.
Yeah.
But now the other place, they can't pay the bill.
So so here's the question I would ask: our legislators can't go talk to Alabama Power and say these people here are on limited income and they may not be, especially when it's gotten cold as it's been lately, know that they cannot. We give them all kind of breaks when it comes to taxes in the state of Alabama. So where are the legislators of the poor people that they can talk for them?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. But we can sure talk about the past. But right now, we're talking about in the present. If you ain't got the money to pay your light bill and get cold, you just gonna get sick. And so,
what you need to do is when you get your little money, stop going to the club on Saturday night.
And that's true, but a lot of people don't go to clubs now. Some people just older people, and I just been blessed enough to have enough income coming in. But a lot of folks don't go to clubs. I mean, we got people trying to live on $700 a month. The people a year or so ago when Biden got in, what used to cost $700 a rent now costs $1,300.
Yeah, well, I'm blessed because I drove cabs.
Okay.
Yellow cab, New Deal. I drove all of them.
Hey, I was the first black man in this town to drive yellow cab.
Yeah, but I was right behind you.
Okay, I'm just saying. Yeah, okay.
Right. They got me up there.
Okay, well, I appreciate you.
But anyway.
All right. Thank you. I gotta take a break. We'll be back right after these messages.
This is Terry Barber, and on behalf of our families, we want to thank you for listening to AM 800 and FM 96.5, W243CS and WMGY Montgomery. We are a little engine broadcasting station. This is Praise 96.5 FM, WMGY.
Decisions with Kevin Elkins on Praise 96.5 FM, WMGY.
Are you ready? The Fountain City Spiritualers present the 11th annual Black History Concert, Sunday, February 23rd, 2025, live at the historical Ward Chapel AME, 130 West 4th Street in Pamela, Alabama, under the direction of Pastor Darrell L. Irving Sr. The 11th annual Black History Concert. It's starring the Fountain City Spiritualers, the Alabama Boys, the original Prodigal Son, Ruth Blackburn's and the Harmony. Here comes Dion Bell and the Brother. Lifting Alexis Heidi Faber. Dr. John McCrane West, another singer. Sunday, February 23rd. The doors open at 3 p.m. The service starts at 4 p.m. It's hosted by the one and only communicator, Sylvester McPherson. Tickets are $20 in advance, $25 at the door. Get them now. Get your tickets now at Pierce's Country Cooking, Indiana Suit Warehouse in Montgomery, or Clippers Barbershop in Prattville. For more information, contact Eric Hardy at 334-717-0000 or Eddie Brown at 334-558-8707. February 23rd, 2025. Ward's Chapel AME in Prattville. You don't want to miss it. And we want to see you there.
Phillips Riley Funeral Home, 2284 West Fairview Avenue in Montgomery, where our motto is, Today's decision is tomorrow's peace of mind. Since 1982, Phillips Riley Funeral Home has worked to earn your trust during your family's hour of need. When a loved one transitions, Phillips Riley Funeral Home provides an environment of comfort and compassion and excellence at all times. At Phillips Riley Funeral Home, we offer limousine services, headstones, and vaults at time of need or pre-need arrangements, in addition to notary services, so that our initial meeting with your family is handled in a stress-free environment. During this difficult time, give us a call at 334-263-0477. That's 334-263-0477 to discuss your family's need. Phillips Riley Funeral Home, 2284 West Fairview Avenue. Remember, today's decision is tomorrow's peace of mind.
Need a new truck bed? Airport Trailer is your headquarters for CM Truck Beds, with a variety of truck beds in stock and one-day installs. They'll get you back on the road and doing what you do faster. Go see Airport Trailer and let them help you find the perfect truck bed. Airport Trailers has a newly increased parts department. They have everything you need to keep your truck bed and trailer at its best. AirportTrailer.com or call 288-5785.
Josh Johnson here. Our gradual warming trend continues. 41 the overnight low tonight. 66 on Wednesday. A mix of sun and clouds. Outside chance of a sprinkle. Most of us stay dry. Close to 70 by Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend. Upper 60s to near 70 degrees each afternoon. Lows in the 40s and 50s. The best rain chance shaping up for Friday into Friday night.
Decisions with Kevin Elkins on Praise 96.5 FM. WMGY.
Okay, we are back. My name is Kevin Elkins. Been around town for a while. Been around Montgomery since '91. It's been a interesting place to live. Just for an historical perspective, I'm from South Bend, Indiana. At least that's where I was raised, anyway. And Indiana was not this great panacea of race relations. It really wasn't. Matter of fact, there's a town, I think it's called Terrytown, something like that in Indiana, where whites used to sit on the sidewalk and on Sundays and bring their picnic basket and watch them hang black folks. So the KKK started in Indiana. So I'm familiar with it. But you can't hold on to that past forever. And so the question is, who's making money off of the continued past? Who's making money in that? Somebody's making something off of it, I don't know who, but man, there's so many relationships in this town that were black and white, and folks get along fine. They get along fine. History is what it was. I went to Percy Julian today and asked some of the people, said, do you know who Percy Julian is? No, I heard about him. I said, so you go to a school named after a young man, black man, who did some wonderful things with chemicals, and you don't know who he is. So we were raising hell about the school being called Robert E. Lee. and you name it behind a black man and nobody knows who he is. And they go to the school. I don't know. Sometimes I think we just need to raise sand. Okay, let me see who this is. Good afternoon. Hello. Did I forget about you? No, sorry about that.
I have an interesting stat here from Google. In 2023, Alabama's tourism industry generated, guess.
Talk about money?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know, about $50 million?
$4.3 billion.
$4.3 billion?
Billion.
Well, watch out. Let me see who this is. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. I was going to say, I heard you trying to call the name of that place. Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe that's not something that they want out, because there's more than that organization that does it.
Well, give us
so
some
make
names.
sure.
Okay.
Well, I'm not going to tell you any names.
People need help.
Because I'm not, and Trump is a bad president.
But
Have
you
a
won't
blessed
give us
day.
no names.
But Trump ain't got nothing to do with what's going on in Montgomery, Alabama.
People just want to be heard.
Yeah. Listen, I ain't got no problem.
Dialogue.
So if you know some place that helps
Why not
people,
help? Exactly.
what is the name of the name of that place? It's on
Somebody called.
It's on High Street.
Somebody
and that's the place he was talking about. I know Senator Hatcher was part of that organization for a while. I don't know if he's still over there. I'll figure it out in a minute. I got it in my mind's eye, and I know where it's at, but I just can't think of the name of it right now.
A general observation, and I'm pretty non-political, but a general observation tells me that it seems like Democrats want things for nothing.
Well, nothing. I don't know if that's the right word. I think we keep wanting. And listen, I don't know. Let me put it to you this way. Let me digress. I think any black person in America that is 73 years old or more, this country owes him something. I think he's owed. I think black folks are owed a check.
What, like, let's talk about that check. So if you're over 70, what kind of check?
73. Yeah, I think that you should do the same thing they did for the Japanese. When they rounded up the Japanese during World War II, because we didn't know if their allegiance was to us or was it to the Emperor of Japan. I got no, and black folks called hell here. They surely did. But people my age and lower, and I don't, this country don't owe me. They gave me an opportunity to do all the things I wanted, some of the things I wanted to do. But I will admit, black folks, you know, they would, but whining about it won't get it done. You know, we get the Indians got the casinos. Okay. All we get is the barbershops and funeral homes. Okay. This country owes the black people some money.
Like what?
The same thing they get the Japanese, $20,000 a piece, and that ain't nothing. Yeah. But we can keep giving it to Iran, we can keep giving it to Tehran, keep giving it to Ukraine, but these people called hell, and they're the reason why I sit here where I sit today. But I'm not gonna. I don't mean anything. You know, I've had a pretty decent life.
A lot of the problem is that the parents get on welfare, and I have nothing against welfare because it comes in handy when you need it. I've never, thank God, had to use it. Come close several times, but it seems to me that once you get on welfare, the likelihood of getting off is low.
Right.
So once you start on food stamps and you get used to them free steaks, hell.
Okay, but you do realize that more of the free steaks went to white people than black folks.
I'm not saying that.
I'm just saying.
I have no idea.
I do.
What I'm trying to say is that once you get on a government assisted program,
but that's what they want you to do. They want you to. Ronald Reagan once said, "The worst thing you can hear, I'm from the government and I'm here to help you."
For sure.
I totally agree with him on that. So people are always going to take advantage of something. But if you make people perpetual victims, they always got some reason to say, well, this is why I can't do what I need to do.
That's what I was saying, is that now you have not just races, but classes of people, white and black, that get on food stamps, and then their kids get on food stamps. And it's just a generational, lackadaisical, don't worry about it, we got food stamps.
If the government would, and the government's partly responsible for that, if you go to the store, the stuff that's good for you costs a lot of money. The stuff that's bad for you is always on sale for cheap.
Yes, I agree.
So this is a process. I think this is something that's meant to happen. That way you can die quicker.
Yeah, it's population control.
Yeah,
100%.
I guess. You know, because me and Coca-Cola got a love affair going on.
The worst places in a grocery store is in the aisle. The healthiest places is the perimeter. Fruit, vegetables, even beer is healthier than a lot of the processed bioengineered food that's in the aisleways. But you got people that just don't care.
How do you know?
Because I look into stuff like that, and I'm a fan of RFK.
Okay, well, he looks kind of weird to me, but
it ain't about how he looks. It's
not look, but some of his philosophy is kind of weird.
He wants to help our food supply,
and that means everything that we need will go exponentially higher, and the poor folks still won't be able to afford it.
But look, if I want a good Coca-Cola, I know the Mexican Coca-Cola has cane sugar. The American Coca-Cola has high fructose corn syrup. So
where are we going to buy some Mexican Coca-Cola?
Right down the street. We can go after you get off.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
comes in a bottle, a glass bottle. It's the best Coca-Cola there is. But because in Mexico and the UK, a lot of our ingredients they won't use. But in America, they're still
All right,
using.
I'm gonna check this out, see if this is true.
They're still using these chemicals. Like Red 40 is made from dried bugs. Fun fact, look it up.
Okay.
Lucky Charms, Skittles, all that stuff. So hopefully,
But we don't have to eat that.
no, we don't. No, we don't. The same thing with McDonald's. Most people don't eat it because it's good. They eat it because it's cheap.
Exactly, but it don't even taste good anymore. It don't even taste good.
Well, the
anymore.
first 72 seconds is great.
Yeah,
And after
because
that,
I worked at McDonald's 55 years ago.
Did you?
Yeah, I was a burger flipper.
Did they have DEI back then?
No, they didn't. They had high and cheap and pay them hardly nothing. I was making $1. I don't know, whatever the minimum wage was in
Alabama or
whatever 1974, whatever the minimum wage was. That's what I was making in
Alabama.
No, I'm from Indiana.
So this was in Indiana,
right?
Wow. Okay.
Anyway, our numbers, just in case if you have something that you want to talk about or whatever, you can do that. 398-8791, 398-8791. You can text me at 334-241-9998. And we can talk about anything that's on your mind. I started this conversation. I was talking about the state of the city, and we'll get that later on. But the school system is asking us to help them pick a school superintendent.
How? Like
now, they really don't mean it.
Yeah, exactly.
They really don't
Like
mean
how?
it.
Suggest?
Yeah, they really don't mean it.
Is there a
But
suggestion box?
it's good for public consumption. Good afternoon.
Hey, F-Dog, that name of that place is Community Action.
Community Action. Okay, that's
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, guys. See you guys later.
Appreciate it. Yeah, Community Action. That's what it is. I mean, I don't know what the lady said was true enough. They're not helping her.
But don't tell nobody. We ain't supposed to tell nobody.
Tell them what?
The lady that called and said, "Don't tell nobody."
Well, it's too late now. We got it. You can't call you can't call a radio show expecting not to talk about it. But I have heard many people go over there and they say we don't have no money. So I'm just saying, well, what y'all doing over there? And if Trump did what he did today, then it certainly ain't gonna have none now.
I don't know. I think there's a psychological harm once you get on any type of assistance. I think it does something to your psyche to where you go, you know what?
Okay, so should we get rid of Social Security?
No, not
That's
at all.
a system. That's a system.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like, welfare and government.
That is welfare. That's sort of like welfare.
Yeah.
I mean, we paid a little money into it.
Yeah.
But it's still a system. But we do invest money into it. They take out of our check every time before we get a check.
My mom was a single mom of two living in Sunshine Village Trailer Park before she started Vicky's Lunch Van.
Hey, that was here when I got here, Sunshine Village. Yeah.
And they gave her $55 in food stamps for two kids.
Well, what did when Clinton was in office, what did Carville say about no, we ain't gonna go there.
What?
We ain't gonna go there.
Say it.
That's okay. Anyway, listen, get your old-fashioned homemade camp stew Saturday, February the 1st at Coles Chapel Baptist Church, 4465 Casala Ferry Road in Montgomery, from 11 o'clock a.m. until 3 o'clock p.m. $8 a pint, $16 a quart. So I guess 2 pints make a quart. Okay, I guess that's what it is.
Yeah.
Help us make a difference. Every penny raised will go to the benefit our sister Wanda Walls, Watts. I think that's her name. Okay, so listen, well, let's just somebody need to bring me some stew up here, and I'll buy it. I'll buy a quart and give it to somebody.
I'll buy one too if anybody from the church is listening.
Yeah, I can't be. I don't really like stew and things like that.
It's filled with pork, I'm sure.
You know, pork's good. I mean, when brother hungry, pork is good. I'm still like a pork chop every once in a while. It is 5:14 in the afternoon. If you're on your way home, we appreciate you. Let me see now. Okay, I can't say that right there because I gotta get on something more important here. Anybody birthday today? Actor Nicholas Pryor is 89. I want to see you related to Richard Pryor.
I'll sing you happy birthday if it's your birthday.
Okay, no, okay, we'll leave that alone. Okay, okay. State of the State, of course, is in the multiplex, which is right downtown on Madison Avenue or on Hall Street. I think the official address is Hall Street. Okay, go to the Montgomery Advertiser and look for the Student of the Week, because you need to go vote for some of these folks right there. Camden Mask of Tallahassee High School. You know what Tallahassee High School is?
I don't, but I like Tallahassee. Shout out Tallahassee if you're listening.
Okay. Okay. I cannot pronounce this name.
I got you.
Alex Zahaya. That look good. Alex Zahaya?
Yeah, I think you got it.
Yeah, okay. Sanders. Alex Zahaya Sanders, Toggerville High School. See, the thing about it, I don't see anything up there for Montgomery schools.
Well, that's about right.
Okay. Caden Womack of Success Unlimited Academy. These are your three choices you have for the Student of the Week this week. Took them long enough to get back to it. And you guys need to support our kids, okay? Not just the football players and the baseball players and the basketball player. How about those with a brain?
I think I know Caden Womack's mama.
Okay, don't tell everybody.
I think I know his mama.
Good afternoon.
Yes, this is a lady that called and said something about saying for the mayor, it is at the Shakespeare, not the multiplex. Shakespeare.
Is that Shakespeare?
That's correct, not the multiplex.
What time? What time is it coming on?
6 o'clock, I do believe.
All right.
What time?
6.
Well, thank you, madam. Yeah. I appreciate you. I don't know why I said the multiplex, but
I don't know either.
Well, you listen. You need to listen every day and correct me when I'm wrong.
Yes, she is the.
Is it Shakespeare?
It's at Shakespeare.
How you know?
I read it too.
Well, you didn't tell me nothing about it.
Well, I was waiting on her to call back. But we're going to go live from your page, and we're going to talk about this State of the City address, aren't we?
I don't know. We don't have to talk about it tomorrow.
No. We need to talk about it tonight because I got a feeling that he's going to put both feet in his mouth, and we need to be there to catch him.
Okay, but you just don't like the mayor.
Well, you know.
I mean, you just don't like the mayor. So there's nothing he could say that would convince you that he's doing a pretty good job. Exactly. So you go into this thing now. Philosophically, him and I disagree on some issues, but not his ability to run the city. I think
he is the, like I said before, not on this radio show, for Montgomery, and I'm so proud of Montgomery to have voted the first African American mayor because I think it was way overdue.
So what you whining about for?
I'm not whining. I just think that, like I said before, Bibby Simmons would have been a way better mayor because Mayor Reed's the kind of mayor you invite to your wedding. Bibby Simmons is the kind you invite to your barbecue. You tell me.
Okay, baby.
You tell me where's Reed's favorite restaurant. Can't nobody tell you because he don't go nowhere.
But he's a public figure. And the chances of him being able to go to a restaurant, except at lunchtime, and enjoying I catch hell sometimes going to a restaurant because I'm so well known that when I go places and they hear my voice, they want to talk about politics.
You see Todd Strange still eating out.
You're right.
Come on now.
Okay.
He's got an entourage.
But Todd's not the mayor anymore.
I don't believe Stephen Reed is human. I think he's a robot, and he was programmed by Elon Musk.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. I want you to be honest here. I mean, you don't have no color issue here, do you? Because I can't. You haven't come up with one. Wait, you have not come up with one tangible reason why you do not like them.
Well, just get
It's just personal. It's just personal. Well, I'm gonna call him and see if we can come up.
I just think that he is not.
I mean, he's the one of the few Democrats I do like.
Well, listen, I know you're the president of his fan club.
No, I'm not.
And
No,
I'm
no,
sure
I'm not.
he appreciates
No.
Yes,
No, when we get together, we have conversations, and I have total philosophical disagreements with the mayor. But just because I have philosophical disagreements with him doesn't mean he's a bad guy. It means that I don't like his philosophy.
For sure. No.
Right.
I don't know him from a can of pickles to say he's a bad guy or not. All I know is from what I've heard and those Charles Lee tapes.
Okay.
I heard somebody I like. When I see him on the news, it's just another wannabe trying to say the
Okay,
right
let me
thing.
ask something. Did anything in those tapes, did he lie?
Yes.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
What did he lie about?
I'm not the son of a Confederate, and I want to see systemic change. He said that the sons of the Confederacy were not trying to see systemic change.
Well, I mean, if you're not a son of Confederate, then you can speak for him.
Well, let's just pretend that my uncle outside is a direct descendant of Robert E. Lee or Jefferson Davis.
Okay.
Let's say I was. Let's say I was.
But who cares? You're not the mayor.
Let's say I was a son of a Confederate and I want to see systemic change. He's not making any systemic change.
I think he's made a lot of change. I think the and again, I feel like I'm puckering up here, but I'm not because I disagree with it. But you have to call things fair when they're fair. The city of except for the crime, which the mayor's not shooting, killing anybody, but he is accountable to us for it. But except for that, name something where the city's gotten worse since he's been the mayor.
Police chief.
He can't hold a police chief's hand. But now I will agree with you that I think we ought to start looking at home from now on.
How many police chiefs have we had since he's been in office?
Okay, well, I don't know, 2 maybe. Not his fault. I mean, he picks them.
But it ain't his fault.
Well, it's not his fault that people turn out to be.
Y'all send your letters to, what's the address here? You send your fan letters to, what's the address here?
Listen. Send me an email. Send me a text. That's fine. 334-241-9998 is the number. But it just seems to me that you have this chip on your shoulder about the guy.
I just think that we could have got a better representation of Montgomery, especially the first black.
Okay, so
mayor.
let me get this right. He well educated, has a history of working in the city of Montgomery, whose family lineage is one that has molded Montgomery to be better than it used to be.
But some, and I don't know I don't know nothing about his dad, but some would say his dad wasn't all that. I don't know. Maybe you could tell me more about that.
You know what? You just gave me the most fantastic 3 words that
I don't know.
Exactly.
For sure.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. And I don't know everything either.
Yeah.
But I've lived a while and I've seen things. And let me tell you something. Joe, his dad, did a hell of a job with you realize that when Joe got into the city council and stuff like that, they would not let black and white folks belong to the same whatever you call that thing, that the group of people, what's the word? Oh man, my mind goes. They couldn't belong to the same organization that represented the teachers. You had one for black and one for white. Joe didn't do that. But I do believe that he made it where black folks got some respect in the field. So you have a tendency to like people based on historic things that you don't know.
Well, Stephen Reed is the most Caucasian mayor we've ever had.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. Okay, good afternoon. Who's this?
What's going on, Kevin? This is L. Miller.
Al, how you doing? Man, I'm getting y'all gonna get up here too. We gonna do the round table up here.
Hey man, y'all having a good conversation right now, man.
Thank you.
But I think Chasen is on the right path as far as what he's saying about Mayor Reed and Kevin. Man, I don't know. Are you under the influence or something?
No. I have what you and him don't have.
What's your name?
I have.
What's that, age?
Yes, and boy, age makes a difference.
It ain't on your side this time, buddy.
Okay, well, okay. What don't you like about the mayor?
Man, you asked a question. You said besides the crime, what else is wrong with the city? Right? That's what you asked, right?
Right.
I'm so glad you asked.
Okay.
How about this? Since Mayor Reed got in office, there's more trash all over the city, everywhere. Sanitation has gone downhill under Mayor Reed. There are panhandlers, vagrants, whatever you want to call them, all over the city, everywhere. So that's one thing. I mean, you want me to keep going?
Well, I'm going to give you a little credit on the panhandler thing. The mayor doesn't really and for whatever reason, maybe it's a moral reason, whether he really is not hard on panhandling. But other than that, I'm not blaming. What you know who's responsible for the trash all over the city? The people who putting it there.
Man, come on now. All right, hold on. So you telling me before Mayor Reed was in office, we had this much trash all over the city?
Well, I guess y'all live in a bad side of town.
This guy
because I don't see a bunch of trash.
No. Hold on, Kevin.
Yeah.
So hold on, check this out.
Yeah.
Check this out. Montgomery is smaller in population than 10 years ago. Okay.
Okay.
How in the world are we having more trash now? We don't have more people.
Because them people coming from Millbrook, Prattville, Wetumpka are bringing trash in.
That ain't nothing new.
They're bringing trash in. They leaving
They've been doing that though.
Okay.
Nothing changed in the last 4 years, Kevin. Only thing that changed was.
Hey, let me ask you a question. You know how many sanitation workers we actually have?
Probably short-handed, just like everything else.
Exactly. Probably not enough. Now, I tell you what you could do. You could go down there and put an application in down there, and
come on, man. That man probably got
I would not. Man, there's no way I would work for Mayor Reed.
You won't be working for Mayor Reed. You'll be working for the city.
No way.
What's your name?
Mayor Reed be my boss.
Okay. Well, listen, anybody.
Mayor Reed said he's the CEO of Montgomery. Did he not?
And he is.
Also say he runs the city. He said that out of his own mouth.
He said he's diabolical.
Hey, man, anything for the city. He said he's diabolical. Man, come on. If a man tells you he's diabolical, you better believe him.
That's evil.
y'all going way out there from Neverland.
Hey, what's your name? Hey,
everything that I heard Chase say was true, and everything I just said is true.
Thank you for saying that. But what's your name? What's your name?
You said what's my name?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm L. Milliner.
L. Milliner. It's nice to meet you, sir. I do appreciate it. Yeah, listen, you can't get Kevin away from this Reed train. Okay?
No, it's not that. Give me logic and reason.
He just had his brother on here the other day, and I heard he's going to have another family member tomorrow.
And common sense. Okay, I'm not going. But I wouldn't mind having Joe Senior up here either. That's a lot of history right there. That's a lot of wisdom.
That's a lot of corruption.
Man, come on, man. You can find somebody.
Why was his name taken off the Acadome? That's all I want to know.
That was politics.
Why was his name taken off the Acadome?
That was politics. I don't know. I don't have anything to do with that. I don't know when I first got here. I got here in 91 and 97. That was politics right there, bro. Because some people are just jealous.
You asked me if I ever had collard greens. You need to ask them Reeds. I bet the Reeds ain't never had collard greens.
Jealous of?
Well, I don't know who y'all jealous of.
He do got a pretty wife.
Anybody.
Okay.
He do got a pretty wife.
I'm not jealous of anybody.
All right then.
I'm definitely not jealous of Mayor Reed for what?
I think y'all player hating.
Yeah, I'm a hater.
Yeah.
I just,
y'all haters.
You elect somebody, you elect a mayor, man, to lead your city.
That's right.
And to not be divisive. The man is divisive. That's the whole other part.
Very divisive.
Okay, now give me an example.
Okay, all right. I got one off the top of my head. When Trump left office, like in 2020, right? He left office.
Right.
And Biden came in, the man put out on Twitter, out with the trash, in with the class.
And again, that's a political position.
That's one thing. He said way more than that.
Yeah, but they got a right to say it because the former president called his people support him trash too. So I mean, come on now.
Anybody that supported Biden, you need to question. Period.
Yeah. Hey,
so let me get this straight. Hold on. So let me get this straight. So when Trump says things about people, right, that calls them out, he's wrong. But when Mayor Reed does it, it's fair.
Well, no. I would hope. I would hope with the educational background of both of those gentlemen, they could find other words to use to display their disgust, mistrust, disappointment, whatever the case may be. But sometimes you got to put it with a dog and get on it. Okay, that's all I can tell you.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah. I still love you, dog. We ain't wrong.
He did make some good points.
No, he didn't. No, and you haven't really made a good point yet either.
I'm not here to make points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I hear you, bro. Anyway, I like Doug Singleton. I think I might have Doug here tomorrow. I think the county commissioner. I like most of our public officials right now. I like most of them.
Who's the chief of police currently?
Mr. Grayboys. He is he used to be the police chief at Alabama State University, and he used to be on the police department here in Montgomery.
So he's semi-local.
Right.
Oh, good.
And they made him the permanent police chief 2 weeks ago?
Good, because I'm tired of them hiring from out of state.
Me too.
That is so dumb.
And that's the school board problem I got with the school. We got a lady down there now who is, I think, eminently qualified to do the job, but we got to stop putting people in the second chair. And then when the first chair, something goes wrong with it, we go outside that person and put somebody in there. If they're not good enough for the first chair, stop putting them in the second chair. Okay. I'm sick of it. It's like the military. If Staff Sergeant Johnson goes down, I automatically assume the position being a sergeant right there. Okay. We don't go looking for people because theoretically we ought to well trained and we ought to be able to
hire from within.
Right. We ought to be able to hire from within.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like some of the best companies in America does, like UPS.
Yeah. Yeah.
You hire from within.
You know, if that truck wasn't so big, I'd get a job at UPS.
Well,
but the truck's too big for me. I've been knocked.
I worked there about 20 years ago, and I threw up all over the stuff they had.
Why'd
it
you
was
do-
hot. It was hot.
Don't be, man, you sound like a wuss.
They said, U.S. Hurl Mill coming down the line. I said, I'm sorry.
You're kind of a whiner, aren't you, back in the day?
Hey, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? Don't get mad at me because I said something about Reed, okay?
This is America, and you are allowed to have your opinion.
Yeah.
I just don't agree with your opinion. That's all.
And I wasn't trying to be disrespectful saying that Reed has a pretty wife, because he does, but I wasn't saying like anything disrespectful.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Don't do it. Well, that's between you and him.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, now if you wait outside and
he's got a beautiful family.
Yeah, knock you out. You know, I
would love that. Yeah. Oh man.
I mean, yeah, that I can do.
A charity boxing match between me and Stephen Reed. Proceeds go to.
Yeah, I think you probably wouldn't win that one.
Are you kidding me? Now his brother Joe got some. You know.
Yeah. I think you
got some
win.
thumpers on him.
Yeah.
Reed, man, I'll tie one hand behind my back.
Okay. Did you hear the story about all the drones that were going up on the East Coast? We found out that the drones were being flown by us, but they didn't tell anybody.
I'm sure
why they were flying them, and so the drones were being flown by us. Okay. Now, and the current superintendent of the Montgomery Public Schools right now, her name is Jamie Wilson. I'm saying make her the superintendent. Okay. Stop going around giving people oodles and oodles of money. And then let's think. Now Dr. Alicia Keith is going to be here one of these days. She's from the school board. I'm going to talk to her. And then I'm trying to reach out to the chairman of that school board, which is Erica Smith. As a matter of fact, she's the chairman of that board. So we're going to get her on the air and see if we can talk about a few things about our school board.
I liked, what was that lady? I did an interview with her on a school bus, actually. What was her name? Older lady, started with an M. African-American lady, started with an M. I can't remember her name, but she not Marche, but something. Anyway, I like her.
Now, Marche is on the city council.
Yeah. She ain't about a whole.
So the question is, here's the question, and you got to challenge and go, what kind of superintendent does Montgomery need?
I think people need to understand definitively what a superintendent does. Most people don't. Let's talk about that. What does a superintendent do?
They operate the system underneath the supervision of the board.
So, all right, layman's terms now.
They run the day-to-day operations of our school system.
Okay. Yeah. Looks like Jamie Wilson's gonna work out good for that.
Yeah. She's been here a while. She's the assistant. Why go someplace and get somebody else? It's an insult.
Very much so.
To the people that are there doing the job.
It's a morale killer.
Yeah, it's a morale killer, which means nobody wants to come work.
Nope.
They know all they're going to do is clean up the bathroom. Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is gospel place.
Oh Lord, I come.
Come on now.
Okay then.
Sing it.
Receive my blessing.
Come on now.
Okay.
Thanks.
Listen, no.
Let him go.
No. I ain't mad at him, but America's Got Talent is on another station. Now, I love you. Don't get me wrong. Bishop might let you, on his on his
Let him sing.
Yeah, let him sing. But we
let him sing a little bit.
If I want to hear somebody sing, I'll sing. I sing better than most people I know anyway.
Hey, you just missed a package from somewhere.
Oh, did?
Yep.
What did it say?
Said you missed a package.
Is that a network package or
no?
Or a physical package?
Physical package, yeah. Physical package.
Okay then.
Looks like you missed a package.
Okay then. I'm glad you're looking at my phone. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. What else is going on? Okay. So what kind of superintendent do we know? First of all, there's only one word that I want to hear from a superintendent. That's just one word. The word is discipline. When is the last time you've heard a public official use that word and when it pertains to school?
Who's gotten paddled in this bunch?
Now, I think there are too many women on the school board in Montgomery. That's just me. I think women are nurturers. Women want to hold your hand and tell you stories. Men say, I'm going to knock you out.
I'm going to knock you out.
Okay. And so here's the thing about it. No matter how nice a young man is, when he gets older, he's got to know that you can whoop his butt, okay, in order to get his attention. Once you get his attention, then you get his respect. But women want to get the attention, the respect without getting the attention. You got to get a boy's attention. You just do. You 5'1", and here I am in 8th grade, and I'm almost 6'2". Yeah, I ain't paying you much attention.
Do you have to have a background in teaching to be on the school board?
No. I'm thinking no. What we need is a background in common sense.
Let me get on that mug.
Well, you can run. Because if you don't run,
I do want to run.
I'm going to run.
I do want to run for some mayor, school board.
Well, I can't be a mayor.
I can be mayor.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Because I don't have the educational background.
You don't need it. It's about reason and logic.
No. But we have to know how money works. We have to know how money. You see, poor folks, like when what's name came to town a couple of years ago, Steve Harvey, he said, rich people don't talk about things that poor people talk about.
Not at all.
And he's right. Well, it's people of means who run this city most of the time. I don't know about money. I don't know about the bearer bonds or the whatever we call those bonds thing. I don't know anything about that stuff. Now, hopefully I'll hire somebody that does.
That's what I'm saying.
But no, I don't. OJT is the wrong place to go to be a mayor.
The mayor in any city should try to know and be introduced to every citizen in that city. Whether if it's sitting at a table all day long, signing, because I guarantee if he wrote a book, he'd sign autographs.
Well, he has wrote a book.
Well, there you go. And I'm sure he's done a meet and greet where he signed. But a mayor, I don't care if it's here, Wetumpka, Tallahassee, wherever, a mayor should desire to meet every citizen.
Should he do anything else like staff calls, staff meetings? Should he talk to investors?
Sure.
Because if you're trying to meet every citizen in the city, you ain't got time for nothing else.
Well, it wouldn't take that long, but you could do it. And I think that if I was the mayor, that I would dismantle the Chamber of Commerce the first hour I was there.
And why would you do that?
Because they're pointless.
No, I think they do a good job.
No, they don't.
I don't think everything they do is great, but I think who's going to look out after the comings and goings of businesses?
They don't need their hand held with meet and greets and coffees and all that stuff. You pay an annual
there
fee.
are people who have never been to Montgomery who have businesses elsewhere.
And the people at the Chamber of Commerce should not be the representatives for business in Montgomery. It's a bunch of older people that are getting a check for not doing nothing. Trust me, I know this. I did some videos for them. It's just an old bureaucratic process. They want you to pay monthly. They try to get my mom to do it.
You're a player hater.
Yeah. Well, hey, I call it like I see it.
Okay. You are a player hater.
Hey.
Good afternoon. Oh, there we go. Go ahead.
Kevin, I love you. Are you coming back today?
Turn the radio down.
I'll come back like at 11:59 5959.
I'll put you a steak on the grill.
Stephen, Stephen Reed, stop playing on the phone. Stop playing on the phone, Stephen.
Okay. Well, listen, it's good to have somebody out there that listens. Even them, I appreciate them. Those are all my buddies. All right, what else is going on in the world?
Ann Street still got plenty of homeless people on it, y'all.
And what we supposed to do about that?
I mean, I'm just making an announcement in case anybody want to go sightsee.
Well, it's supposed to get warmer soon.
It is supposed to get warmer. But ain't that nuts? 4.3 billion in 2023. I knew it would be that because in 2019.
Okay, but you assume that all of that money came from.
No, it said tourism. 512 million goes directly to Montgomery, and that's
okay. So you talking about the state get $1 billion?
No, it just said the city. It just said Montgomery made 4.3 billion in tourism and 512 annually into the city. That's what it said on Google.
Wait a minute. Something's wrong with that.
I know. An eighth of it.
There's nowhere in the world we got $5 billion on tourism in the city of Montgomery.
In 2019, it was 900 million.
2000. That's a long way from $1 billion. Well,
now it's 4.3 billion. I can Google it again, but Google could be lying. But I'm telling you, there's a lot of white guilt that comes to this city. This city is built on guilt, sadness, anger. That's what this city is built on. And listen. Bryant Stevenson, I waved to him, I honked at him. I think the movie was great. What he's done for Montgomery has been great, but nobody that lives here it doesn't feel like we're directly or indirectly benefiting from any of the legacy museum stuff. And that's what's bringing most of the tourism money here. It's not anything else.
Well, somebody's benefiting.
Brian Stevenson is definitely benefiting.
I mean, if his organization put up the money to build it, at first I wasn't for it. It took me 2 years, 3 years to go. I wasn't even going to go down there. But one day,
it's powerful now. It's powerful.
One day I went over there.
It's powerful.
And you know what? I think every child in America
100%
should come here at least once in their lifetime to see the history there.
For sure.
And so I think it did. Again, it took me 3 years because I didn't want to go over there and see the bad things that happened to black folks.
Well, that goes back to what you were saying as far as people. It's okay to remember and honor, but when you start to live your life dictated on the past, that's when it becomes.
In other words,
when
you cannot use history as an albatross,
as a crutch,
right? You should use it as a ladder to move up. But
exactly,
that just means
exactly.
That's just what I think. Because Alabama's not the only place in the world in America where there's been bad times. Let me see. Oh, did I ask you about DEI? Okay.
Yes, we are talking about DEI.
Okay, then.
It says in 2023, Alabama's tourism industry generated 4.3 in direct earnings.
Okay, that's Alabama.
Okay, let's see. Montgomery's tourism industry contributes over $500 million annually to the city's economy.
So where that money going to?
Exactly. Meanwhile, the bridge down there by the Biscuit Stadium has been closed for 6 months. I'm tempted to go down there and move that little stake that holds it. You know, I'm just tempted to move it out of the way and start going back over that bridge. But
okay. Montgomery Public Schools will be holding meetings to get the public's input in its search for a new superintendent.
Well, they got one now, don't they?
No, they have an interim.
Oh, she's interim. Jamie's interim. Okay.
Tomorrow, at January 29th, the virtual meeting of PTA community from 5 until 6:30. I don't know what the virtual meeting. Maybe they're going to have that everybody at home on their computer. Thursday, it will be January 3rd. District 1, 2 will be at Faulkner University from 5 until 6:30. Thursday, January the 30th, District 3 and 4 at Carver High School, 5 to 6:30. Thursday, again, January 6th, it'll be Church of the Highlands from 5 until 6:30. And Friday, January the 31st, Parent Forum at the that's where I got that multiplex thing. Multiplex at Crampton Bowl from 5 until 6:30. The superintendent's position became open when Dr. Melvin Brown resigned in September after about 2 years on the job. Okay, then. Well, Melvin left. All right, got to take a break, but we'll be back right after this. And our numbers, just in case I keep forgetting to give it, 398-8791. We'll be back right after this.
Most of us see our medical doctor once each year. We see our dentist sometimes twice a year. We change our air filters regularly. We change our oil. We even check the batteries in our smoke detectors. But sometimes we forget to have our eyes examined each year. This year is the time to change that. Regular eye exam can help make the aging process go smoother. It also can make sure that any problems like cataracts or glaucoma are detected early. Schedule your eye exam now with iTech, the Institute for Total Eye Care, Alabama's premier medical and eye care facility, located on Carmichael Court North, next to the Cancer Center in Montgomery and on US 231 in Wetumpka. iTech, for the only eyes you will ever have.
Hi, I'm State Farm Agent Willie Durham, and I want you to know that switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights, we switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that may be a stretch. Or what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, I can help you with switching over so you can start saving today. Me and my team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Willie Durham, it's easy to switch and save. Just visit my website at williedurham.com. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm, the Willie Durham Agency, is there.
Josh Johnson here. Our gradual warming trend continues. 41 the overnight low tonight. 66 on Wednesday. A mix of sun and clouds. Outside chance of a sprinkle. Most of us stay dry. Close to 70 by Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend. Upper 60s to near 70 degrees each afternoon. Lows in the 40s and 50s. The best rain chance shaping up for Friday into Friday night.
Decisions with Kevin Elkins on Praise 96.5 FM. WMGY.
Our numbers here are 334-398-8791. Let me see who's here. And good afternoon. How are you doing?
You got a good show today, Kevin.
Well, it's not boring.
So that young man is over there with you. He's trying to tell you something.
I know he is. He's got away with words.
But Kevin, know the Chamber of Commerce, coming up the bypass, and much traffic is on the bypass. They got to bring some stuff over here, man, to make this bypass be more people who can pull over and spend more tax dollars. Because right now, people just driving straight on back out to where they got to go and shopping where they got to go, and you ain't got nothing over here but tire stores, no banks in the District 6 area. It just Chamber of Commerce ain't bringing nothing to this side of town.
But let me ask something: Has anybody had a conversation with the Chamber of Commerce?
Well, they're always gonna give you that. Well, we talking about doing this, doing that. But Hopewell, you been out of Hopewell lately?
Is that going toward where all the new hotels are out there by Hyundai?
Right.
Yeah, looks good out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You come out there and put all these restaurants out there, do coffee shops out there. The only thing we got over here new is Dunkin' Donuts.
So let me ask you a question, and I think we have to think really hard about this question. Is it our fault, not me and you, but the fault of the behavior of some of the people in that part of town, which nobody wants to invest or is that why that is? Because everybody wants to make money.
But Kevin, the same people go out to eat, Chase.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, if they going out there to serve it, so why they can't serve it in their own district?
Well, I feel you, but dollars follow the rooftop. I mean, I would love to look at the. Have you looked at the blotter or the police thing to see where most of the crimes in this city happen?
Well, I get a report every month from the police department.
Okay.
They tell me what's crime going on and what area. We talk about that once a month.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times out of East Montgomery, you go look at the crime chart.
Mm-hmm.
Out in East Montgomery, they have a lot more crime we have over here.
And
we might have the shootings over here.
Right.
We might have the shootings over here, but they having all the home break-ins and all that type of stuff out there.
But the problem is who's doing the breaking in.
Kevin, let me show you another point.
Yeah.
The people over here in District 6 area and up and down, these retired people, if they went door to door and asked these people what kind of money they got coming in and all that type of stuff, they would be amazed how many retired people over here living in these areas got to drive out of their area to go and spend their money instead of just spending their money in District 6.
Now, I'm with you. I'm with, as a matter of fact, are there still no grocery stores in District 6?
No major grocery store. No major grocery store.
So how come?
I don't know. We don't even have a bank. We ain't got a bank in District 6.
Well,
I'm taking my clothes to another district to put them in the cleaner.
Well, there is something called the Community Reinvestment Act. And they do have an obligation, but since there are no banks over there, there's no banks at all in District 6? No place?
No, not in District 6. No.
Well, who's the city council represents you?
Rondé Mitchell.
Well, I know if Ronnie could get one over there, he would. I think that needs to be discussed. I think that needs to be discussed. Say no store and no bank, but we got to take our money to a store and to another bank.
Right. You can't go in and just buy just a suit and tie. You can't even buy that.
Well, let me ask you, have you ever called the bank and asked them to come to be, because you don't have to be a member of the city council to ask the question.
Well, they're going to tell you, like I asked one bank, they told me, well, you got to call this, everything not corporate.
Right.
And you ain't going to get in touch with the corporate marketing people if you just call them as a citizen.
Well, how you know?
I tried.
And which bank did you try?
I ain't going to call the name. I ain't going to blast them out on the radio, but I did call the bank.
Okay.
But I'm saying, Kevin, you can't buy a suit over here to a dress suit. You ain't got a store over here that you can buy dress clothes at.
But why do you think, but if everybody wants to make money, why do you believe it is such a difficult task? Since those people over there seem to have the disposable income, why do you think we don't have the things over there that we need or we would like to have if everybody likes to make money? Why do you think?
Because the chambers of commerce, when people come to them asking them where's the place to put in this, put in that, they ain't bringing them out here. They ain't bringing them to this.
But how do you know that though? But how do you know that? Because everybody wants to make money. So how do you know that?
Listen to me, Kevin. Yeah. I done sat down and had meetings with people.
Okay.
I done talked to business people. I done talked to people that's in the chambers of commerce. People ain't gonna bring stuff to this area. They just like right now, Kevin. You can say you from New York and you come to buy a house in Montgomery. You think the real estate gonna bring you over here? He gonna take you to Pike Road.
Okay, so is that, and I'm just asking the question because there's always an answer. Is that because the people who live in District 6 are not putting enough pressure on the mayor's office, the county commission's office, or the city councilman's office? I mean, are we not putting enough pressure on them to do something?
But Kevin, you live in this district, you already know what needs to be in the district.
Yeah, but
you're running for these offices. You need to know what you're doing when you're running for these offices.
Well, I know Rondé works pretty hard from what I can tell out there in the streets trying to do things, but he can't make businesses do anything because, I mean, it just seems like to me that it's going to be up to that district. The people, with the help of the representative, to grant to somebody. Well, let me tell you, who would you like to see over there?
I like to see a bank over there. I like to see a cleaner, dry cleaner, where I can take my clothes.
Well, who dry cleans anymore? Who dry cleans anymore?
I'll take my clothes to the dry cleaner every week.
Okay, then. Okay. So what store would you like to see over there?
I like to see a major Publix.
Okay, let's not reach for the stars yet. Let's just get somebody over there at the moment.
Why? Well, we go to Publix.
I know. Well, I don't. I can't afford Publix, but
well, people drive out the district, go to Publix. I see people on this side of town all the time at Publix.
Which means that they got money. So, have you ever called Publix and asked them why they don't have one over there?
That ain't my job to do that.
It's everybody's job, but it's everybody's job to do it.
But when you got a title behind your name, it's down a little better talk to people.
All right. I'm going to make some calls tomorrow and see whether or not what you say is true, and if they can get. And I'll see if I bring them on the radio and see if they can explain to us the process. Because I agree with you. There ought to be no store, no cleaners, no store, no. What else? No, I mean, not much of anything.
Right. Number tire stores, you can only get your tire.
Yeah, I heard that. Okay, well then let's have the conversation, and I'll do that. I'll start that conversation with City Council and the Chamber of Commerce. I'll do that.
Well, it's too much traffic come up through here, Kevin.
Okay.
All these people from Hyundai come up through here. The hospital ain't much expanding over here in this area.
Hey, make sure you text me tomorrow later on tonight, so I got that on my first thing, and I will see what I can do to get that conversation started, because that's too many people live over there that have to go all over town to get some groceries.
Right, and get the suit. You can't buy a suit over here.
Well, does anybody wear suits anymore?
Over here?
Does anybody wear suits anymore?
Yeah, people wear suits.
Okay.
JC Penney's and all that stuff. When all that left, Montgomery, the South Montgomery left to.
Okay. Well, we will, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, to see if I can make a difference and have those conversations of why, because we've been going a long time over there without much of anything.
But Kevin, you got to look just like Prime Med. They got a Prime Med everywhere, all over Montgomery.
Yeah.
Guess what? District 6 don't have one.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna see if I can get a rendezvous on, and citizens can have these questions ferreted out.
It's time out. We got to have some major stuff over here.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yeah. You too. I will, see what I can get the conversation started. Ken, I don't know anything about that kind of thing, but we're gonna get the conversation started, because that's too many people over there to not have a grocery store. Got to go 18 miles out the way to go to the grocery store. That something's wrong with that. You got folks over there who need to survive too. But anyway, well, listen, it has been an interesting day. Thank you guys for coming, for being here with us. Let me take one more call. Good evening. I hear you. Okay then. All right then. Listen, I appreciate your patronage. I appreciate you coming and talking to us. Okay, but however. So, well, I gotta go. Like the man said, I don't know where you gotta go, but you got to get out of here. So that's what we're gonna do. And let me look into some of these things tomorrow. And members of District 6, any of you guys listen to the show, let's talk about what we want first. You can't go asking people things if you don't know what they want. They got to know what we want, or else you won't be able to get it. Hey, you got about 10 seconds.
I got a provocative photo of you and Stephen Reed. I need to expose.
I hear you. I gotta go now, so we'll be back tomorrow. The good Lord says the same. Next up, it's the bishop. Well, that's in the morning, not right now. He probably sleeps somewhere. He getting old. We'll be back.
is Terry Barber, and on behalf of our families, we want to thank you for listening to AM 800 and FM 96.5, W243CS and WMGY Montgomery. We are a Little Engine broadcasting station. This is Praise 96.5 FM, WMGY.